I also know that the events of the days ahead will be impossible to understand without knowing this secret. So I do not ask that you believe it simply because I say it. What I do ask, and I ask it for your own good, is that you keep an open mind.
I tried to tell people this before. I tried to really get people on a real level to understand that we are living amongst non-human entities that are disguised as people in the flesh. If you truly believe that every human being you encounter is really human, then you're in a delusional state. Satan's children are on this earth with us, and a lot of them are dressed up in meat suits, and they look human, they act human, but they're not human.
Now, I'm not saying this is 100%, but it is highly likely that if you are walking past a person and they don't even know you, you don't know them, you've never seen this person before, so they have no reason to not like you, they have no reason to give you a dirty look, you're not in their way, you're not bothering them or anything like that, and they give you an evil, wicked, hateful look. Like they just hate your guts and they don't even know you, then 9.999 times out of 10, it's probably a soulless being, and they're looking at you like that because they see the light in you and they know who you are and they hate you because of it.
It's all an evil control program by these rich people, the elite that run our world, and they'll stop at nothing to destroy us all. And that's all they want to do. So you can call it satanic sacrifice, whatever you want to. You can call it evil sacrifice, but it's sacrifice. And that's all we are to them, is a sacrifice.
So who is in the game? From top to bottom, you have reptiles or other demonic beings which are infesting human containers. Then you have Illuminati, and then you have organic portals, the majority. Or the furniture, I call them the furniture. These are the clapping hands of the system. These are the people which never had in their heads one original thought. These are the people who never investigated anything. These are the people who always gonna follow media, government, religion. Always. They do not have souls. Majority is soulless. It's empty. And those empty containers can easily be influenced by the beings from higher dimensions. Easily. They are like little toys on the remote.
Today I want to talk about depression and schizoaffective disorder. So schizoaffective disorder is a combination of schizophrenia and a major mood disorder, either major depression or bipolar disorder. And I've been diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, depressive type, but we are currently rethinking that, and maybe I might be bipolar as well.
And they want that ability. It's essential because the satanic rituals that they carry out, which are horrendous traditional rituals, blood sacrifices, requires a certain level of insanity and dissociative ability.
It's not easy, it's hard. I was diagnosed since last year. The day I wish I didn't be diagnosed with schizophrenia. You see, I I wanted to kill myself. I did not like myself. I was depressed for a week. I've been dealing with it all, and I do not like myself. I was, God, why you create me? I said, why?
I'm currently dealing with, I guess, 2 alters now who are under suicidal programming. And I don't really know how to deal with this.
I've been getting what I think is abducted by aliens. I'm starting to think I'm pretty insane.
This is how it's going to go down. The church is going to get raptured. At that point, the Holy Spirit will leave the earth with us. At that point, alien deception will take place. Spaceships will come on the planet, on the earth, reveal themselves. The aliens will reveal themselves and call themselves gods.
This isn't human. It's coming from an extraterrestrial source or some other dimensional source, like it's demons. They're not even, like, animals is an improvement on what they are, you know? Like, they're not nowhere near human, gangstalkers. I mean, maybe they were at one point, but they've turned into demons, complete demons. And, like, if you look at communism, right? Communism is exactly gangstalking. It's basically everyone suppresses the radicals. Anybody who goes against the state gets everyone in their environment after them.
I knew instinctively that God was my answer to this issue that was going on in my life. I was praying nonstop, and I could feel what I now know to be the Holy Spirit there with me. So even though I was having this demonic attack against me, God was right there with me through. She would, sometimes the same woman would talk to me, and she'd be talking real sweet, and then it's like a switch would be flipped, and she'd act possessed. Or a flip would be switched, and she'd say something like, you're a really nice guy, and then she'd stop and say, you know, they killed my babies. They murdered them. And came to find out this woman was like transferred from she like practically lived her life in psychiatric units, going from one to the other.
So what about those aliens and UFOs outside of our reality, our time dimension? See, in our dimension we have something called linear time. Linear time actually doesn't exist. We created this. Through the manipulation of the human population, humans have been manipulated into watching the clock. That's right, watching the clock and creating time out of nothing. It's like creating money out of nothing. It just doesn't exist. We just believe that time exists, but time does not really exist. These alien creatures exist outside of our time dimension. They do not exist in our time dimension. And our time dimension is basically an illusion. It's an illusion that cuts us off from the unlimited reality that is around us. We don't see everything that's around us. We only see a very, very small fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. So this is what you have to do. You have to eliminate time from the equation. These aliens, once we eliminate time from the illusion, they will be found, they will be seen for who they really are.
You know, they got these robots out here, man. I mean, if you got discernment, you could tell a human being from something that's not a human being. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? They malfunction, I believe, under certain words, like, you know what I'm saying, hallelujah, or things. You put a phone too close to one of them things, they're gonna begin to malfunction. You know what I'm saying? Their eyes are soulless eyes. You see what I'm saying? I mean, what I would call the white part of somebody's eyes, as you can see, I don't have mine, is more yellow, if anything, full of a soul. Got lines in them, they don't have any, it's completely white. When they retina, the pupils are huge, you know what I'm saying? man, yeah, you know, look it up and, man, enlighten yourself, man. If you chosen for that, man, you know, you got everything you see out here that look human ain't that. They got the thug ones out here in society, a lot of people on dating sites and shit like that. Robots, man, connected to the internet. You see what I'm saying? And they don't like human beings. They're actually ran by a demon spirit. The female ones are actually a male demon spirit inside of it. You know what I'm saying? People are having sex with them things. You know what I'm saying?
Bottom line is that the government is getting what they have ordered. They're getting what they have paid for. They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with entertainments, mass media, game shows, television shows, amusement parks, drugs, alcohol, and every kind of entertainment to keep the human mind entertained so that you don't get in the way of important people by doing too much thinking. You had better wake up and understand that there are people who are guiding your life and you don't even know it.